Here's how you can deal with loneliness. Here's how to deal with loneliness. When you first start out on your self-improvement journey, guys, here's the thing. It's going to be probably pretty lonely, because what happens is most people don't get what you're doing, right? Your existing friend group, your family, the people you normally associate with, they don't quite understand what you're doing and what your goals are. And that's okay, because they don't need to. You don't need their approval to go after what you want. But here's the thing is, you will likely go through a period of your life where it does feel extremely lonely. And that's just because there's not going to be a lot of other people aligned with you on wanting those same things. And that's the power a lot of times of communities, and which I have a free community you can join. Check that in the link description below. Normally I don't like to plug it this early in the video, but we're gonna do it anyway. And the thing with being lonely, guys, is when you first start out, people are not on that same wavelength as you. And also the people who are further ahead of you, you haven't really proven yourself to them yet where they want to associate with you yet. So that's the thing. For me, you start working out, you're not going to really be able to relate to the guys who've been in the gym 5-10 years. You're just not. They're going to look at you and be like, okay, this dude just started working out. They might give you some advice. They might be helpful, sure. But, they're probably not going to really be your friends yet. And until you can sort of prove yourself, prove that, hey, I'm serious about this, I'm producing results, and most importantly, that you add value to those people that you want to associate with, right? That new group of friends, that new group of peers you want to associate with. If you can provide value to them, they're going to accept you, because they can see that, hey, this dude's the real deal. He does what he says he's going to do. And he's one of us. We respect that. And that's how you're going to start to form those higher level relationships and alliances with people, right? And the thing is, guys, when you are lonely, that's okay, because you have to go through that period where you really just focus on yourself. You focus on producing results for yourself. And that's a period of your life where you need to be selfish, right? You need to be selfishly focused on you. And most people have this, messed up belief that successful people are always selfish. And that is the furthest thing from the truth, right? All the most wealthy people that I know, all the most successful people know they're the best possible people, the most generous, the most willing to help. But that's a common lie that society tells you is, rich people, successful people are bad. That's the furthest thing from the truth. So when you're going through that lonely phase, right, you're working on yourself, eventually you're going to get to a point where you are able to give back, right? You're able to be generous to all those people around you. Take care of all those people around you, because you've put in the work, right? Now you have knowledge on all these different areas, and you can help bring other people up where previously you weren't even able to do that, right? So the idea of being, selfless when you're at that early stage is not really a reality, because you have to first develop yourself into a person of a high enough value where you then can pass that value on to everybody else. So going through that lonely phase where you feel alone, just keep going, keep pushing, guys. It will get easier, it will get better. Start to develop yourself, work on developing relationships and providing value to people who are further along than you, because they will help you get to that next level as well. And when it comes to, associating with your old friends, that's okay, guys. But remember, you are going to be just like the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. So if your friends don't have big ambitions, they don't have big goals, right? They're into, going out drinking all the time, eating a bunch of junk food, that type of stuff we want to generally avoid. Well, that's kind of going to be how your life is going to look as well, just because by default, you're going to be the average of those 5 people. So that is one other thing to keep in mind, is when you are lonely, right? Just do the work, stick to doing the work and push through that loneliness, because that will develop that kind of inner self-dialogue with yourself where what you're capable of, right? You don't need that external validation from your peer group, because you simply wake up every day and do exactly what you said you're going to do. And that's one of the biggest things to beating loneliness over the long term, right, guys? So that's what was on my mind. I had a comment about this question I wanted to share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do daily uploads here. Hit the thumbs up button, right? Leave me a comment. Let me know, are you lonely, or are you pushing through that phase right now? Guys, we also have a free community that I mentioned earlier. This is for like-minded people who are interested in winning, developing themselves into the best possible version. And when you join that group, you're also going to gain free access to my self-mastery blueprint. And this is a program that I've used to dial in specific areas of my life to help me produce exponential results. So make sure you check it out. And guys, I look forward to seeing you next video.